So setting yourself up, if you do want your music on, put your music on, and then we're going to start lying down this morning. If you need anything at all, it might be a block. So come and lie down on your back. And as you lie down on your back, just lift the chest so you can bring the shoulder blades in a little closer. Your knees can be bent, your legs can be straight, whatever you prefer. Allowing the hands to rest on the mat, on your body. And just close the eyes here. And as you close the eyes, just begin to take a scan of the body. Checking out any areas in the body that might feel a little bit tense or tight, a bit achy, niggly. And now, throughout your practice, just being aware of these places and spaces in the body. Modifying when you need. Your down dog becomes your tabletop, your high lunge is your low lunge. Or however you need to adapt and adjust to work for you and for your body. Beginning here to take a deep breath in. And as you begin to take your deep breath, feel the lungs expand, feel the ribcage expand. Full inhale. Full exhale. A deep full inhale, filling up the lungs, feeling your ribcage expand. Maybe the space of your shoulders broadens. And a full exhale. Focusing on your breath. Just begin to bring your attention into this place and space right here and now. Your focus is you for the rest of this time here on your mat. You might find some movement in the fingers and the toes here. You might begin to allow the head to rock from side to side. And if the legs are out straight, then begin to bend the legs so the soles of the feet are flat down on the floor. And take a long inhale, reach and stretch both arms all the way overhead. Finding length from the hip bones to the wrist bones. Stretching through the sides of the body, maybe you wiggle into those shoulders to make the arms longer. Take in a breath. And as you exhale from here, going to begin to lift the head and shoulders off the floor and bring the arms alongside the hips and thighs. Curling the chin inwards towards the chest and pushing the spine firmly down into the floor. Hold in here. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, release the head and shoulders to the floor, reaching the arms all the way overhead. Take an inhale to stretch. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders off the floor as you reach the hands along by the hips and thighs. Feeling your spine press down into the ground. Pull your belly button in towards the spine. Take a breath here. Exhale to release the head and shoulders to the floor. Reach the arms all the way overhead. Take a breath and a stretch. Exhale, head and shoulders lift, arms will reach long down by the sides of the body. Take a breath, lift the shoulders a little higher if you can. And as you exhale, release the head and shoulders to the floor. And then take a hold of the right knee in both hands. Let your left leg slide long. Take a breath here. And on your exhale, squeeze the right knee all the way in towards the chest. Use the strength of your arms to bring the knee in closer. Find some movement in the toes and the ankle joints here on the right side. Maybe you can feel and hear those creaks and cracks in the ankles. Maybe it radiates up to your knee. And then from here, begin to point the right toes all the way up to the sky. Take a hold of the back of the right leg wherever you can. Take a breath as you point the right toes. And as you exhale, flex the right foot so the toes point to the ground. Inhale, point the toes to the sky. Exhale, flex and point the toes to the floor. Inhale, point the toes to the sky. Exhale, flex the foot, point the toes towards the ground. And then inhale, point the toes all the way up towards the sky. As you exhale, release the clasp of the hands and lift the head and shoulders all the way up off the floor. Point those right toes all the way up to the sky. Make your right leg nice and long. Keep reaching the hands towards your left foot. Head and shoulders lift a little higher. Take a breath. And as you exhale, lower the head and shoulders to the floor. Bend into the right knee. Squeeze the knee into the chest. And then place the right hand to the floor. From here, all we're going to do is begin to bring the right knee over towards the belly button, and then maybe beyond the belly button in the direction of your left hip bone. So we're not coming into a full twist, we're just moving the knee across the front of the body. Working on stretching out through the outer right hip, maybe around your glutes. And once you find the cross of the knee over the midline of your body, you might be able to bring the right knee upwards towards the left shoulder. And like a diagonal cross over the body. Take a breath here. And then slowly take the right knee back towards your center and lift the right toes up to the sky. Hold on to the back of the right leg wherever you can. Take a breath. Exhale, flex the foot to the toes, point to the floor. Maybe you feel a slight pull and stretch in the sole of the foot as you flex. Inhale, right toes point. Exhale to flex. Inhale, right toes point to the sky. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders off the floor, reaching the hands long down by the sides of the body. An option here to float the left heel off the floor. Point through both feet. Make those legs a little bit longer. Really work the toes. Reach and lead through the toes. Legs become a little longer, shoulders lift a little higher. Take a breath. And then slowly release head and shoulders to the floor. Bring both knees into the chest. Take a little rock here of the spine against the mat. And hold on to the left knee as you slide the right leg low. Take in a breath. And exhale, guide the left knee close to the chest. Find some movement in the left foot. The toes, the ankles, move in one direction to the next. And then sliding the hands around the back of the left leg as you lift and point the toes towards the sky. Take a breath here. Exhale, flex the left foot. Point the toes towards the ground. Inhale, lift and point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, lift and point the toes to the sky. Exhale, flex the foot, toes point to the ground. Inhale, point the toes to the sky. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders, reach the arms long down by the sides of the body. Lift the head and shoulders a little higher. Point through those left toes. Take in a breath. Exhale, release the head and shoulders to the floor. Bend the left knee. Squeeze the knee close to the body. And then place the left hand on the floor. And begin to guide the left knee across the front of your body in the direction of your belly button, over towards your right hip. Again, not in a twist, just aiming the knee over the chest. And a diagonal cross. And then perhaps you can bring your left knee up towards the right shoulder. Take a breath in here. And slowly take the knee back to the left. Point the toes to the sky, clasp the hands around the back of the left leg. Take in a breath, point. Exhale, flex the left foot, toes point to the ground. Inhale, point the toes to the sky. Exhale, point the toes to the ground. Inhale, point the toes to the sky. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders off the floor, hands reach long down by the sides of the body. This time beginning to see if you can float and hover your right heel off the floor. Point through the toes. Make the legs a little longer as you point those toes a little more. Head and shoulders lift high. Hold, take a breath. And then exhale, release head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze here. Rock the spine against the mat. And then take a few rocks until you come all the way up to sit at the top of the mat. Allowing the knees to cross. Not the knees to cross, the ankles to cross. And then just get comfortable in your seat. If you need to prop yourself up on a block or a pillow, then do so. Gently resting the hands over the knees. Option to close the eyes if that feels good for you. Take a long inhale, beginning to come into a seated cat-cow. Heart reaches forward, shoulders are back. Exhale, round the spine, chin pulls all the way into the chest. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, chin all the way into the chest. Bringing the shoulders through center, take an inhale, wide arms, reach up to the sky. Clasping the hands at the top, turn the palms to the ceiling. As you press the palms up to the ceiling, imagine a heavy weight in the hands and lift those hands a little higher. Lift the rib cage up away from the hips and pull the belly and waist in nice and tight. Take in a breath here. And on your exhale, twist to the right. Take a breath. Exhale, a full twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands towards the knees. Take an inhale to a seated cat-cow, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, rounding the spine, tip the chin into the chest. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale and rounding the spine, tip the chin into the chest. Bringing the shoulders through center, inhale, wide arms, lift and reach up to the sky. As you exhale, take a twist to the right and take the left hand down over the right knee. Right arm continues to reach up towards the ceiling. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, dip the left shoulder down towards the left knee. Nice big stretch here on the right side of the body. And begin to lead with the right pinky finger, reaching it a little bit longer. Take a breath. Exhale, see if you can sink a little lower. And from here, beginning to bring your right hand just outside your right hip. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Option is to stay here seated or taking the inhale, lift onto the fronts of the knees and shins as you lift your hips off the floor. Reaching the left arm long overhead. Lift the chin up out from the chest. Take a breath here. And then exhale, come all the way back down to the floor. Resting the hands over the knees, seated cat-cow. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, round on the spine, chin all the way into the chest. Come all the way back through center. Inhale, wide arms, lift and reach up to the sky. Exhale, twist left, right hand to left knee. Left arm reaching long. Take a breath. Exhale, lean your right shoulder down towards your right knee. Let pinky finger lead in the stretch. Reach a little longer. Lift the chin out from the chest. You might even look towards the palm of the left hand. Take a breath, feel the stretch in the body. And as you exhale, take the left hand just outside the left hip, reaching the right arm up towards the ceiling. Options stay here, or taking the inhale, lift to the fronts of the knees and shins, reaching the right arm all the way overhead. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, come all the way back down to the mat. Sliding both legs out long. Give the legs a little shake if they need it. And then begin to take a bend in the right knee. As you bend into the right knee, take both arms inside the right leg and reach to catch your left foot. If you can't quite catch the foot, then just reach towards it. Take in a breath here. Squeeze the right knee in towards the right arm, right shoulder. And as you exhale, bring the shoulders through center, release the right knee to the floor, and then reach the hands forward towards the left foot. Noticing the difference here with the knee open and the knee closed as you reach forward towards your left foot. Take a breath. And as you exhale, bring the shoulders back towards center, lift the right knee. Reach forward, see if you can catch a hold of the left foot. Take in a breath. As you exhale, release the left foot. This time you're going to take the left hand just behind the left hip. Reach the right arm upwards towards the ceiling. Your option is to stay here or take an inhale, lift your bottom all the way off the floor into a wild thing. Squeeze your bottom muscles to help lift the hips a little higher. Take a breath. Exhale, sit all the way back down to the ground. Lower the right knee, reach forward, catch a hold of your left foot. Bend through the elbows, perhaps to bring the heart closer towards your left foot. Keep feeling the length in the spine as you fold forward, rather than a roundness through the head, neck, and shoulders. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, shoulders back towards center, right hand outside right hip, left arm reaches high. Option stay here or inhale to your stargazer, lifting your bottom all the way off the floor. Find the stretch in the left side of the body. Take in a breath. Exhale, come all the way down through center. Slide the right foot long and bring a bend into the left knee. From here, both arms inside the left leg, reach to see if you can catch your right foot. Pull the left knee in towards the body. Take in a breath. Exhale, shoulders back towards center, left knee lowers to the floor. And then reach forward, see if you can catch your right foot. Again, noticing the difference between the open and closed left knee. What feels easier, what feels more of a challenge. Take a breath. Slowly bringing the shoulders back towards center, lift the left knee, reach forward, catch your right foot. Squeeze the left knee in towards the left arm, the left shoulder, take a breath. Exhale, take the shoulders back towards center, right hand just behind right hip, left arm reaches high. Option stay here or inhale to your wild thing, lift your bottom off the floor. Squeeze the hip bones up towards the sky. Take in a breath. Exhale, return to the floor. Left knee lowers as you reach forward, catch your right foot. Beautiful. Bend into the elbows. Maybe if you can get a little bit more depth here in your forward fold. Spine is long. Think about your rib cage moving over the front of your thigh, your chest moving towards the front of your shin. Take in a breath. Exhale, this time take the left hand just outside the left hip, right arm lifts. Option stay here or inhale, stargaze, and lift your bottom off the floor. Find the stretch in the right side of the body. Take a breath. Exhale, come all the way back down to the floor. Crossing at the ankles, rock it into your tabletop. And as you come into tabletop, just begin to find some movement here. Rock around the wrists. Move in one direction to the next. You might want to play around with turning the fingertips away from each other. You might even turn the fingertips all the way around to face the knees. And work in a slight stretch on the inner wrists. And bringing the palms of the hands back around towards center. Fingertips face forward. Take an inhale here and lift the right arm up to the sky. Finding a twist here in your tabletop. And exhale, take the right hand to the floor. Inhale, lift the left arm. And exhale, bring the left hand to the floor. As you inhale here, begin to drop the belly, lift the head and the hips, moving through your cat-cow. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin all the way up into the chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and the hips. Exhale, round in the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. This time as you tuck the chin, tuck the toes. Lift the knees off the floor, find your downward facing dog. Your first downward facing dog, you use it to stretch out the legs, to let the head hang heavy. Bend into the knees as much as you need, wiggle through the hips. And as you take your next inhale, rise high onto toes, inhale. Exhale, knees to the ground, tabletop. Drop the belly, lift the head and the hips through your cow. Exhale it out through cat. As you inhale, find neutral. And exhale, extend the right leg long, the left leg long. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Take a breath here. Exhale, crunch the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, right hand, left knee to the floor. Drop in the belly, lift the head and the hips to your cow. Exhale through cat. To tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Find movement in those legs if you need them. Find stillness if that's what you prefer. Hold strong in the arms, strong in the legs. Take an inhale, rise to tip toes. Exhale, tabletop. To drop the belly, lift the head and the hips through your cow. Exhale it out through cat. Inhale, find neutral. Exhale, extend the left arm, the right leg. Take a breath. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, left hand, right knee to the floor. Take it into your cow. Exhale to cat, to tuck the toes and lift the knees, downward facing dog. Full stretch here in your dogs. Take a breath. And from here, we're just going to walk the hands back to the feet, coming into a forward fold at the back edge of the mat. Allow the spine to stay nice and long. The head drops towards the floor. Find movement in the legs if that helps here in your forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Walk your hands all the way back into your downward facing dog. And as you inhale, rise to tiptoes. Exhale the knees to the floor, tabletop. Drop the belly, lift the head and the hips to your cow. Exhale to cat. Bring it all the way back through neutral. And with your next breath, lift the right knee out to the right, keeping the bend in the leg. And then take your right knee over to the left and bring your right knee back to the right. Take your right knee left and then bring it back over to the right. Take the right knee right, left. And this time you're going to bring the right foot all the way around to the outside of your right hand. Reach the right arm up to the sky, a low lunge twist. Take in a breath here. And as you exhale, thread your right arm through your right hand through your left arm. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, thread the right arm through the left. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, the right hand to the floor and slide the right knee back to meet the left. Take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and hips. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath, lift the hips a little higher, squeeze the belly. Long exhale. Inhale, high on tiptoes. Exhale and knees to the floor, tabletop, dip the belly, lift the head and hips through your cow. Exhale into your cat. Come into neutral. In the inhale, lift the left knee left. Exhale, cross the left knee to the right. Take the left knee left. Take the left knee over to the right. Take the left knee left and step the left foot just outside the left hand. Beginning to reach the left arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Take a breath here. And exhale, thread the left arm through the right. Beautiful work. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, thread the left arm through the right. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, place the left hand on the floor. Take the left knee back to meet the right. From here, walk the hands just a little bit further forward of the shoulders. And then grip into the mat as you bring your hips and shoulders forward. Cross the ankles, kick them up towards your bottom. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, bend the elbows in towards the ribs, and we're just going to lower halfway. Finding a little shelf here with your elbows as they squeeze into your ribs. Pull the belly muscles in nice and strongly. Look towards the front edge of your mat. Take in a breath and hold. Exhale, push up to the top. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway and hold. A little bit of an arm challenge, a core challenge here as you hold everything into your center. Take in a breath. Exhale, push to the top. Lower the feet to the floor and sit back into a child's pose. Allowing the head to relax down towards the ground. Find movement in the hands and wrists if that's what you feel you need. And as you take your next inhale, come all the way back into your tabletop. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Find movement in the legs if you need it in your dogs. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, walk the hands back to the feet. A forward fold at the back edge of the mat. Dangle the head over the legs. Take a breath here. Long exhale. From here, you're going to begin to lift up onto the tiptoes and bend the knees so you sit your bottom low to the feet. Allow the knees to open out nice and wide. And then walk the hands forward. As you walk the hands forward, curl the chin all the way into the chest. Beginning to feel a little bit of space along the spine into the vertebrae. Drop the heels low, the hips low. Walk the hands forward, curling the chin into the chest. Take a full breath here. Long exhale. From your squat, begin to lift the hips towards forward fold. Walking the hands closer to the feet as you fold. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, walk the hands back to your dogs. Inhale, rise onto tiptoes. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, extend the right arm, the left leg. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take the right arm out behind you and catch a hold of your left foot. Lift the left kneecap up towards the sky. Roll the right shoulder open. And think here about lifting the weight up out from your left wrist. Take a breath. As you exhale from here, take the right hand to the floor. Coming into modified side plank, lower the left foot down towards the bottom edge of your mat and reach the left arm overhead. Stretch here along the left side of the body. Your option is to stay here or take the left hand down by the left hip and catch a hold of the left ankle in your hand. Squeezing the heel of your left foot in towards your bottom. We're going to stretch over the front of the left thigh and hip flexors. Take in a breath. As you exhale, release the left hand, left knee to the floor. Coming back into our little push-ups. Hips and hips forward, cross the ankles, lift the feet up towards the bottom, take a breath. Exhale, bend the elbows into the ribs, lower halfway. Inhale, a push up to the top. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, a push up to the top. Exhale, halfway, hold. Take in a breath. Exhale from here, lower the chest, the belly, the feet to the floor. And inhale, lift the chest in cobra. Take a look along the right side of the body. Take a look down the left side of the body. Bring the chest back through center, lower it to the floor. Cross the ankles, bring the heels back up towards your bottom. And inhale, a push up to the top. Nice work. Exhale, sit it all the way back into child's pose. Stretching along the spine as you reach the arms long. With your next breath, rising up through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Long inhale, lifting the wrists. The shoulders up away from the wrists even. Hips are high, heels are low. Full exhale. Inhale to tiptoes. Exhale to tabletop. To extend the left arm, the right leg. Take a breath. Exhale, crunch the elbow to the knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, the left arm reaches out behind you and see if you can catch a hold of your right foot. Lift the right kneecap up towards the sky, open up the left shoulder. From here, work on lifting your weight up out from your right wrist. Take in a breath. Exhale the left hand to the floor. Move on to your modified side plank. Right foot to the bottom edge of the mat, right arm reaches overhead. Options stay here or take the right hand down by the right hip and see if you can catch your right ankle in your hand. Squeezing your heel in towards your bottom. Press the hips forward. Take in a breath. Exhale, right hand, right knee, come to the floor. Coming back into our little lowers to chaturangas, cross the ankles, heels up towards your bottom, take a breath. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway. Inhale, push up to the top. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway, hold. Keep holding here, squeeze the elbows in towards the ribs. Full breath. Exhale, lower the chest, the hips and feet to the floor. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale, lower the chest to the floor. Cross the ankles, lift the heels back up towards your bottom. Inhale, push up to the top. Amazing. Exhale to a child's pose. Sit the hips low in child's pose, stretch the arms out long. And on your next inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, look to the thumbs. Exhale, step or jump the feet to the hands. Lifting up to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, wide arms rise all the way up to standing high mountain. Clasp the hands at the top and turn the palms up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, a twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, a twist to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back. Right knee lands on the floor as you reach the arms up overhead. Catch a hold of the right wrist at the top. Take an inhale, right side of the body lifts long, and exhale, lean to the left. As you lean over to the left, think about curling the hip bones up towards the ceiling so you get a bigger stretch over the front of the right hip. Take in a breath. Exhale, shoulders back to center, hands come onto the floor. Lift the right knee off the mat and then step the right knee behind the left, coming into a cross-legged forward fold. You can use blocks under the hands if you need them. Allowing the head to fold heavily over the legs. Left hand on the floor or a block. Take an inhale as you twist the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, take the right hand to the floor or your blocks. And inhale, lift and twist the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, take the left hand to the floor and step the right foot beside the left, fold and fold. Inhale, wide arms rise all the way up to standing high mountain. Exhale, fold and forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step the left foot back. Land the left knee to the floor, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Catch a hold of the left wrist at the top. Inhale, left side of the body lifts long. Exhale, lean all the way over to the right. Again, as you lean, think about the hip bones curling upwards towards the sky, so an anterior tilt. Take in a breath. As you exhale, shoulders back to center, hands come on the floor. Lifting the left knee, take a breath. And exhale, cross the left knee behind the right. Forward fold at the front edge of the mat. Take a breath. A long exhale. Right hand stays on the floor or on a block as you inhale, lift and twist the left arm up to the sky. Exhale and the left hand to the floor. Inhale, lift and twist the right arm. Exhale, take the right hand to the floor and step the left foot next to the right, fold and forward. Inhale, wide arms rise all the way up to the sky in high mountain. Exhale, fold and forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, land the right knee on the floor. Reach both arms all the way up to the sky. Catch the right wrist at the top. Take a breath here. Exhale, side lean left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, a wide arm twist to the left. Keep the arms nice and long, reaching out through the middle fingers. Take in a breath. Exhale, bring the right hand to the floor. The left hand rests on the left knee. And then walk your left foot over towards the left edge of the mat. We're coming into a hip opener. So your toes can point forward, your toes can point out the way. But begin to sink the hips forward and open up through your left inner thigh into your hips. The sole of the left foot can lift off the floor, or you can just keep that foot on the floor and lean into the knee a little bit if that's enough for you. You might have a little bit more to give, so you lower your right elbow onto the floor. Lean the head and shoulders back as you stretch into your left hip. Take in a breath here. And as you exhale, begin to bring the left knee back towards center. Take the left hand to the floor. And from here, you're just going to walk your left foot just behind your right hand. So you just heel toe it over to the other edge of the mat. And then once your foot's over to the right, lower your left knee to the floor. So coming into pigeon, walk your right knee back out behind you. So we're going to make it a more active pigeon. So from here, with your hands on the floor, begin to push down through the shins, your left and right shins. And then see if you can bring the hands onto the hips. Pushing into the shins to lift the hips and stay strong and steady here in your pigeon. Holding it here, push down through the shins, squeeze the inner thighs in towards each other. And then perhaps you can reach the arms all the way up overhead. Keep pushing into the shins, squeezing the inner thighs, take a breath. Exhale, reach the arms out behind you maybe. Take a breath here. And exhale, bring the hands to the floor. From here, tuck the right toes and then begin to lift both of your knees off the floor, stretching out the legs. So you want to feel that nice stretch over the left outer hip and thigh. You might be able to plant the left foot firmly down on the floor, feeling it work through the hamstrings, the calves. Take in a breath. And as you exhale from here, take the left foot back into a plank. Take a breath. And as you exhale, we're going to bend the elbows to halfway and hold. Inhale a push up to the top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale through downward facing dog. Take a full breath here in your dogs. Full exhale. And as you inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump the feet to the hands. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, wide arms rise all the way up to the sky in high mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, land the left knee to the floor. Reach both arms all the way up to the sky. Catch the left wrist at the top and lean over into your side stretch. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, a wide arm twist to the right. As you twist, push the right foot firmly into the floor, even those big toes. Push them down. Take a breath. Exhale the left hand to the floor, the right hand over the right knee. Walk your right foot over to the right if you need to a little, and then shift the hips forward as you open into your right hip. Foot can be flat on the floor, just leaning into the knee, or you can lift the sole of the foot as you sink a little lower. You might even drop your left elbow down onto the floor to deepen the stretch. Lean the head and shoulders back. Take in a breath here. And as you exhale, take the right hand to the floor, left hand to the floor, and begin to walk your right foot over to the left. However many wiggles it takes to get there. Once your right foot is all the way over to the left, then lower the knee to the floor, pigeon. Take your left knee out behind you. And then from here, begin to push into the shins, squeeze the inner thighs in towards one another as you lift up through the hips. If you can, take the hands over the hips, bring them there. Push even firmer down through the shins. Begin to feel the height and lift in the hips. If you can take it a little further, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Take in a breath, hold strong. Keep all of that action, that activity in the legs nice and strong. Take a full breath here. And as you exhale, perhaps you can reach those arms back. Take a breath, keep the squeeze, all of the effort in your body. And then bring the hands to the floor. Tuck the left toes and lift both of your knees off the floor. Stretching it out over your right outer hip. You might be able to curl the nose all the way in towards your right knee, towards your shin maybe. Take a breath here as you stretch it out into your right outer hip. And then as you exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, plank. Take a breath and plank. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway, hold. Inhale, push up to the top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dogs or cobras. Exhale through your downward facing dog. Taking a few deep breaths here in your downward facing dog. If you need a moment in child's pose, then perhaps you rest there for a breath. Let the head hang heavy. Feel the lift of the shoulders up away from the wrists. The lift of your sit bones and hip bones up to the sky. And the feeling of your heels tapping down into the mat. Take in a breath. Long exhale. So you inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump the feet to the hands. Lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Hanging the head down towards the ground. Long inhale, arms wide, lift and reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold and forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, move through a vinyasa. Take a moment to pause through each stage, to hold into your strength. And as you arrive in your downward dog, lift the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And the exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Rise all the way up, high crescent lunge. From high crescent lunge, catch a hold of the left wrist, take a breath. And the exhale, side lean to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, wide arm twist to the right. Push the right big toe knuckle firmly down into the floor, take a breath. Exhale, take the left hand to the floor, the right arm reaches up to the sky. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, take your right hand onto your right knee. Walk your right foot over to the edge of the mat. And then begin to open up that right hip. Push your right knee away from you. Holding it there, take a full breath here. And as you exhale, release the right hand to the floor. Cross the right foot over to the left. Lower the right knee to the floor, pigeon. Push into the shins, bring the hands to the hips. Sit tall and strong here. Reach the arms all the way up to the sky, take a breath. Exhale, reach the arms out behind you. Take a breath here. Exhale, land the hands to the floor. Begin to lift both of your knees all the way up off the mat. Curl the nose into the knee, into the shin, take a breath. A long exhale. Plant the left palm firmly onto the floor and begin to step your right foot behind your left knee, wild thing. Reaching the heart and hips towards the sky. Take a breath from wild thing. Exhaling the right hand on the floor, plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Hold for a beat in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath here in your dogs. Full exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Rise all the way up, high crescent lunge. Take a hold of the right wrist at the top. Take an inhale, right side goes long. Exhale, side lean left. Bringing the shoulders back to center, inhale. Exhale, wide arm twist to the left. Take a breath in your twist and lower the right hand to the floor. Take the left hand over the left knee and then walk your left foot out to the edge of the mat. From here, open up through the hip. Take the left knee out to the left. Beautiful. Take a breath. Exhale the left hand to the floor. Walk your left foot across the mat to the right wrist. Lower the left knee to the floor. Lower the right knee to the floor. Squeeze into the shins, hands to the hips. You're nice and lifted, nice and strong here. And pigeon, reach the arms up to the sky. Take a breath. And exhale, reach the arms all the way out behind you. Take a breath. Exhale, plant the hands to the floor. Lift both of your knees off the mat, stretching out through the outer left hip. Curl the knee in towards the nose in towards the knee. Take a breath. And as you exhale, plant the right hand firmly down on the floor. And you're going to begin to step the left foot behind the right knee, wild thing. Lift the hips towards the sky. Take a breath here. Exhale, plank. Lower down, chaturanga, hold for a breath. Body is strong. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling out through the legs in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And as you inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Lower the left knee to the floor. Reach both the arms all the way up to the sky, low lunge. Take in a breath. As you exhale, take the left hand to the floor, reach the right arm up to the sky, twist. And from here, tap the right hand just in front of the right foot. And as you inhale, reach the right arm all the way out behind you and see if you can catch a hold of your left foot. Squeezing the heel of your left foot all the way in towards your bottom. Open up the right shoulder. Take a breath here as you twist. And exhale, release the left foot, right hand to the floor. Lift the left knee off the mat. And then step and cross the left knee behind the right. Once you find the cross in the knees, begin to bend both knees until your right toes flip up off the floor. So it's as if you're moving in towards your eagle legs, and then bring the hands together in front of the chest. Sit a little lower here, and then cross your left elbow over to the right. Sit low in the legs. Option here to open up the arms wide. Left fingertips towards the floor, right arm reaching up towards the sky. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, bring both hands to the floor. Step the right foot back, the left foot back plank. Take a breath. Exhale, we're going to bend the elbows halfway, hold. Inhale, push up to the top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Amazing work, everybody. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands, land the right into the floor. Reach both arms all the way up to the sky. Take a breath here. Exhale, right hand to the floor, left arm twists to the sky. From here, tap the left hand forward of the left foot. And then inhale, reach the left arm all the way out behind you and see if you can catch your right foot. Squeezing your heel up into your bottom. Your hips can stay up high, or you can sink your right hip low, whatever feels better for you, for your knees, for your hips. Open up the chest. Take a breath. Exhale the left hand to the floor. From here, lift the right knee and then cross it behind the left. As you cross the knees, begin to sit into those hips until your left toes leave the floor. From here, bring the palms of the hands together. Find a spot to focus on to help the balance as you twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Once here, you might begin to open up the arms. Right fingertips towards the floor, left arm towards the sky. You might wobble, you might fall. Take a breath. Exhale, plant both hands to the floor, step the left foot back, the right foot back, plank. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway, hold strong. Inhale, push up to the top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, child's pose. A big sigh of relief in child's pose as you sit all the way back into your feet. Stretch the arms out long. Allowing the forehead to rest into the mat. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. From here, slide on the hands onto the knees as you sit into the feet. And then allow your legs to swing out in front of you. Take it all the way down onto your back. And bring the right knee all the way into the chest. Extend the left leg long. Take in a breath here. Squeeze the leg in close. And as you exhale, switch. Tuck the left knee into the chest. Take a breath. Exhale, tuck the right knee into the chest. Long full breath. Exhale, tuck the left knee into the chest, right leg long. Squeezing the leg in close. And then slowly take the left foot all the way down to the right. Open up the chest as you lay the arms down by your sides, maybe it's on your body. Think here about lifting up the chest to bring the shoulders slightly closer so you can feel more of an openness over the front of your chest. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out as you spend the last few minutes of your practice here in Shavasana. A time where you can just allow your body to stop, to feel all of the effort and energy that you've just put into this last hour, to feel the strength of your body beginning to increase each and every time you step onto your mat. A time where you can just focus on your breath and how it feels as you breathe in, as you breathe out, the response of your body to each movement. Feel the skin between the eyebrows begin to smooth so that you take any tension out from the forehead as you rest here in your Shavasana. If you have more time and you want to stay in Shavasana, then stay here for as long as you want to. If you're ready to move to get on with your day, take a full breath, stretch out through the arms, through the legs. And as you exhale, come all the way up to find your seat. As you find your seat at the top, just allow the hands to rest over the knees. Fix your hair if you need to. And then sit tall here, lifting the rib cage up out from the hips. Roll the shoulders back, and then bring the hands up over the shoulders so that your elbows are kind of squeezing in towards the ribs. And from here, you're going to begin to take the elbows in a circle, reach them forward and all the way out to the sides, and then squeeze the shoulder blades in towards one another. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, draw the elbows in towards one another as you curl the chin into the chest. Inhale, open the elbows wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades in towards each other. And exhale, roll the elbows towards each other, chin to chest. Inhale, elbows are wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades nice and tight. And exhale, curl the elbows in towards each other, chin into chest. Place the palms of the hands together and rest the forehead into the thumbs. Take a moment here to seal in your practice by simply thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today. Thanking you all for your time and energy and strength here on the mat. Namaste.